Something horrible just happened to my pressure washing company, and I've got to get on here and share where I'm at so far. So hopefully, along the journey, you guys can save yourself a little bit of pain. And so, let me just give you a little backstory of what happened. Last week on Monday, I was notified by the landlord, the person that I rent property from to store equipment on, that the gate was open and my truck was gone along with the skid system and all the equipment that I had in the truck. It was about $63,000 worth of stuff. Um, did a police report, reported it stolen. And the good thing is the truck itself was found a few days later, but the gear, the skid, all the other stuff was not found. There are some damages to the truck. And so in today's video, I would like to just go over kind of some of the things that I could have done to avoid this, some things that maybe you can implement or think about, um, some little lessons learned so far. And I'll probably do some update videos as we go forward. The point of this channel is to share my experiences and share my knowledge so that you guys can learn off of my experiences. So this one sucks a lot. Um, so what we found out was when they stole my truck, they actually stole the license plates off of a secondary vehicle, my other truck, and a trailer that I have. They switched the license plate from the truck they didn't steal to the truck they did steal, and the reason that they did this was to delay being found, really, because when we reported my main truck stolen with the tags that it had on it, that's what the police were looking for. Unfortunately, it was driving around with a different truck's plates on it, and so that didn't ping in the system. We found that out a few days later when one of my employees got pulled over at gunpoint, ripped out of his vehicle for driving a stolen vehicle. And so we found out that they had actually taken the stolen truck's plates and put it on the truck that they didn't steal. Great plan on the thief's side. Really sucks for me because at this point, down a truck for damages in the shop, down all this gear, um, we're losing a lot of revenue in the business just due to inability to serve at the capacity we were doing before. However, we have gone out and used some of our relationships to help plug some of those holes at the moment so that we're still able to serve our clients the best we possibly can at the moment. So I've got a couple notes here that I want to go over, just some key points that you can be thinking about in your own business to hopefully avoid this type of issue yourself. So the first point is ensure that you've got cameras and that the cameras are working. So I was under the impression that the cameras at the place that my trucks were stored at were working. That was incorrect. Just because there's signs that say security camera and you see cameras doesn't mean that they actually work. So whether you're storing your gear or your trucks on your own property, someone else's property, a rented facility, whatever it is, make sure you verify that those cameras work. So that's going to be kind of the first line that the police go to try to identify who stole your vehicle, what the condition of it was in, all the evidence. They rely on cameras a lot these days. And if you don't have cameras, you can use things like trail cams. You can use whatever ring systems, whatever you've got at your disposal. I highly recommend ensuring that there are working cameras watching your gear at all times to avoid this. Number two is getting the right insurance. I'm actually going to have an interview later on today with an insurance risk assessor. And in that interview, we're going to kind of go over what is it that you should look for in insurance plans, what are things to avoid, and I'll let her just take that conversation and run with it, because what I found out through this whole process is some of the insurance that I had was not by the best companies, and because of that, it is turning into a fight to try to actually get an insurance payout. to be able to get my gear back up and running and out there serving people at full capacity. So the insurance that you carry, yes, it can be kind of an annoyance because you're spending all this money and stuff doesn't get stolen all that often. But on the off chance that it does get stolen, it can become a huge headache if you don't do your homework up front, which I thought I did my homework up front, but apparently not good enough. So that's why I'm going to do the interview and share that interview with you guys. So keep your eyes open for that video. It'll be a really good one. Another point I've got here is have pictures. Have pictures of your equipment. Have pictures of your vehicles. Have pictures of the license plates that are on your vehicles, and even backup pictures of like your registration or any paperwork. Um, you should be keeping all your paperwork anyway in folders like purchase documents and agreements and things of that nature. But anything that stays with the truck, like the registration, the license plates themselves, and the condition of the vehicle, and VIN number, all that stuff, you should just have backup pictures of that stuff, because in the event of a theft, it is much faster if you have pictures of that stuff and you're not searching through old content. Now, luckily for me, I record quite a bit of content, and so I had evidence of what things looked like beforehand. But if you're not posting stuff online all the time, it might be a little harder for you. So that's the third one, is just have pictures of everything. Store it in a file on your computer, store it in a filing cabinet, whatever you got to do. But you're thinking, if something gets stolen, how can I provide the police the best data possible, images, video, everything, so that they can do their job effectively and get your stuff back on track. And then the last thing I wanted to cover here is use a tracking system. Now, this is something that I'm kicking myself in the butt for so hard, because I had vehicle tracking systems, and the truck that got stolen was the newest truck, and I hadn't yet installed or transferred over the tracking system from one of the older trucks to that one. Had I done that, it would have been very easy to find the truck, because there would have been a tracker in it. Or at least it would have been easy to determine exactly what time the truck was stolen, because if they disconnected it, that would ping on my system. You can use stuff like Fleet Sharp. There's a bunch of different tracking companies out there that you can use. And then on top of that, you can use stuff like AirPods to put in items, right? On your skid system, you can put a, not AirPods, what do you call those? The Apple AirTags. There you go. You can use AirTags. You can hide tags all over the place. I would definitely suggest that for things like leaf blowers, especially if you're using ones that are pretty expensive. Even your skid system, you could put one on there, hide one in there somewhere. And all this stuff is, you don't need it until you do, but when you do need it, you really need it. So I hope this video is helpful for you. It really sucks having to make this video, because my company's hurting at the moment, but my commitment to you in making this channel is transparency and trying to help you out as you get started, whether it's a side gig or a full-on business. So here's the raw lessons I've learned in the last few days, and I will continue to add more lessons as I learn them going forward. As I said, keep your eyes open for that interview with the insurance risk assessor, because she's going to have some really good insights that can help everybody, no matter what business you're in. So, yeah, best way to support the channel at this point is just watch our videos, comment, leave us feedback so we know what videos to make for you to be helpful. Share our videos with people that'll help. This channel is separate from my actual, this is a different business than my actual pressure washing business. But the proceeds that I do get from this channel will help to sustain this time right now that's a little hard financially, since I just had a huge gut punch on that one. So anyway, thank you for sticking to it in this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Find somebody to bless today. Bye.